Action in our main event. It is time for our main event. Mohegan Sun Arena, long been the place where unbeaten prospects have launched their careers to the next level. Tonight against Brian Vera, Andy Lee trying to take off to stardom. Many feels is its destiny. 4 days removed from St. Patrick's Day. Lee ready to show Southern New England that the luck of the Irish has blessed him with the skill and the will. It's a path he's been traveling on since his childhood near the banks of the River Shannon.
My name is Andy Lee. I'm from Limerick, Ireland. I live in Detroit, Michigan. I started boxing roughly around the age of 8 properly in the gym, but my older brothers boxed, and they just got me started as soon as I was old enough. You know, even before I could go to the gym, they had me throwing punches, jabbing and stuff, and moving around, putting on the gloves. But yeah, and my older brothers, I always looked up to them. They were my heroes.
That brotherly influence spawned a successful amateur career in Ireland, which made Hall of Fame trainer Emmanuel Stewart take notice.
We had a top amateur boxer a year before the Olympics was a kid named Jesus Gonzalez. Then when they told me that he'd lost in a big tournament they had for kids under 19 in Cuba, and they told me it was somebody from Ireland, I said, I don't know to have any top amateur fighters, especially someone that can compete on the level with Jesus.
Stewart was so impressed, he figured Lee was worth a look with his own eyes.
I invited him to come to America, and he came to the Kronk gym after flying for about 10 hours.
I just got off the plane from Ireland, and Emmanuel was there, and, you know, we were supposed to just go down and shake out and work out, but he said, "Do you want to spar?" And I said, "Yeah."
And came in the gym and boxed with one of our top fighters in the gym.
I sparred with K9. Cornelius Bundred was my first guy I ever sparred in the Kronks, and he was undefeated at the time.
And I was just so impressed, and I was surprised at his competitive attitude.
Every day I'd come down here to spar. Spars were getting harder and harder and harder. And then eventually I showed that I could hold my own in the ring. And then I became the guy who tested other people, not the new guys who come into the gym.
It was my decision to come here and move here and live here and really submerge myself in the boxing world. As you look around on the wall, there's pictures of boxing. So this is really like a boxing house. It takes a long time to settle into, and it's such a big change, such a fast period of time in my life. And Emmanuel's very good. He obviously, when I came here, he showed me around, made me feel welcome, and took me around, spent a lot of time with me, so I didn't feel alone. And the guys here, you know, some of the other boxers and the coach here, Jabin, you know, they become good friends of mine, and so we spent time together. And you know, it's a home away from home for me now.
Well, in addition to being Andy Lee's manager and trainer, I would probably say that probably he and Jonathan Banks are probably my 2 best friends. I mean, so we do lots of things together. I mean, most of the time we're together, going to places, doing things.
Well, it looks like we may be here for a few more hours yet. It's been good having you, so come again sometime. Now, I'm going to win.
And he has that confidence here in the ring, too. There he is, just 23 years old, 6'2", 158 3/4, 15-0, 12 knockouts. And for now, that attitude that the world is his. A lot of his work has been on undercards of major fights Manny Stewart is involved with. 3 of his last 5 have been back home in Ireland, well-traveled. However, this is his first fight in New England, and this has long been a crowd that readily welcomes the Irish fighters. This ring was the home to Gaddy Ward 1. And here is Brian Vera. Texan is 5'11", and at 162 pounds, he says he knows for a fact that he's the stronger man. Sports a polished-up 15-1 mark with 9 knockouts. He knew what it was like to have the goose egg in the loss column. He was unbeaten when he entered the Contender Season 3. His path on that show got a quick detour. KO'd in the 2nd round by J. Don Codrington. He then beat Max Alexander on the undercard of the finals. Teddy Atlas has the fight plan.
With an Irish fighter as the headliner tonight, only fitting we should be at the Dubliner doing a fight plan. Hey, Irish legend has it that if you can catch a leprechaun, he'll lead you to his pot of gold. Well, Andy Lee, tonight, he's not going to look to catch one, but he's going to look to knock one out. Well, not actually a leprechaun, but a shorter fighter, a fighter named Vera. Now, Andy Lee is tall, he's long, he's got a great southpaw right hook. Look for him to use it when Vera he's got a terrible habit of reaching in with that jab to the body, bang, the right hook. Also, he has a habit of reaching in with the right hand with the left hand down. He does that, bang, again, the southpaw Andy Lee, that right hook is going to connect. And if he does that, he'll be one step closer to that pot of gold. And maybe he'll sit down and have a cold brew. But how's Brian Vera going to pull off an upset against Andy Lee tonight? If he's going to do it, he's going to need a little luck of the Irish. He's also going to need to figure out a way to get inside with the much taller, longer Lee, who's a southpaw and he has a great jab. I don't think he's going to be able to get in, because he tries to get in, he's going to take on too much damage on the way in. But guess what? There's a way, if he understands and he's watched Lee, that he can get Lee when he goes over to throw the hook to the body, which he likes to do. He comes in close. Right there, block it, bang, hook back. And if he does that, maybe then it'll be him who'll be sitting in here, maybe not having a beer, maybe for that kind of celebration, a little Irish whiskey.
Big reception for Andy Lee moments ago.
I gave you instructions earlier. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. This is good. This is good. Good luck. Thank you.
Tony Carantano, the referee, scheduled for 10, and there is Andy Lee, who said of his progress, "I've moved faster than I thought. I am really happy about where my career is." He has every reason to be. Southpaw in the Kronk colors of red and gold, and those Irish Kelly green gloves.
I should say it early, I think that Vera, although a very game guy, and usually a TV-friendly guy, aggressive, makes fights that you like to watch, I think he's made to order for the style of Lee. I think right now is a little bit of a mirage. Vera's going to try to box a little bit because he knows Lee knows him. And the Vera that we know is a guy who walks in, and he's not easy or he's not hard to find. Right now, I think Vera's trying to throw Lee off a little bit, do something you didn't expect him to do, box a little bit. But sooner or later, Vera's going to do what he does, which is come in that front door.
Vera recently made a move to Philadelphia to try to advance his career and change his style. He's a new manager, a new trainer. He's been sparring southpaws at Joe Hand's gym in South Philly to prepare for Lee. Right, left hand from Lee.
I see a knockout in this fight.
Coming from what, Teddy?
Coming where Lee scores a knockout over Vera, catching Vera on the way in, probably with that right hook. Lee can be effective with the left hand too. That's a hand with the southpaw, with that left leg, the back leg behind it. You can turn your body into it, and you can hurt somebody.
He just hurt him there with that left hand, and Brian Vera goes down.
Yeah, I think Vera, as I said, made to order for Lee.
5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Up to me.
It's going to be
Still a minute
Lee's
to go.
choice. Lee's choice, right hook or straight left hand. One or the other.
Vera trading punches with Lee. Straight into that front door as you predicted he would. You said it was a mirage just watching him box early on, but he is what he is.
Exactly.
Lee patient.
The funny thing, Vera, to have any chance, he's going to have to come in that dangerous front door because he can't win on the outside with the long, tall Lee. Once Vera gets inside, there's a little haven for him because Lee is not an inside fighter. He's dangerous when there's space, like right now.
He's tall and upright, 6'2". So a good opening round for Andy Lee. He scored the knockdown against Vera.
We knew tonight Vera was going to have to get inside with Lee, but we also knew there'd be danger. And that left hand caught him on the way in. His legs were a little bit gone, and then the left hand puts him on the canvas. Another look. Vera trying to get in. Bang.